Okay, we're live. I'm gonna change some settings, let people join here. Okay. So, we have a few goals today, and not a lot of time, so let's get started. We want a Tier 2 rocket, which is something I was gonna get back in Eevee. We have the quest for it, but we didn't actually make it. We just teleported to Mars, but I do need a Tier 2 rocket to get to Phobos. Or could I skip straight to Tier 3? Maybe I can skip. I think I can skip. I'm looking at this. I don't think we need a Tier 2 rocket, actually. Also, is the music too loud? I think the music's too loud. Yeah. I have to have it very quiet in the Project Singularity streams, because I don't record these anymore, and so if I'm going to use them in the future, the music needs to be quiet. Scam stream title? Yeah, that was purposeful. I scammed you all. Get destroyed. Okay. So this needs an IV assembler in the clean room. It's gonna be a bit annoying to do, but that's fine. That's the hardest part of every rocket. And then there's heavy-duty plates. Yeah, this all looks very doable. Okay, well then I'm changing the title. Not Tier 2 and Tier 3, it's gonna be Tier 3 and Tier 4. Because I also want Tier 4, I just didn't think that would even be an option today. Can I skip to Tier 4? Surely not. I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. Do we skip to Tier 4? Like, this is kind of free, actually. Yeah, we're doing that. Okay, changing the title. So, here's the thing. You're supposed to need a Tier 3 rocket to get a Tier 4 rocket, because in this recipe you need these plates, which need compressed ice of different kinds. And this is supposed to be a complete roadblock. But I stole this ice from a team that already had it. I don't know how the ducklings got it, but they just have this. I stole it literally on stream. And so, that's not a problem for us at all. Surely they got it from, like, meteors, right? Oh yeah, free. Holy. Oh, there's even plutonium in there. Also this, which says it's space aluminum. Holy. We just gained the ability to smelt it with Mega EBF. He lies and steals as easily as he breathes. Evil Hecuba. Yeah, this doesn't seem useful. Anyways, yeah, Tier 4 rocket. How much do we actually need here? Because it's... Well, we need an assembly line, and if I'm going to make an assembly line, we're going to make a press, so... While the goal is a Tier 4 rocket, we need infrastructure for it. So, press time. The press being the precise auto-assembler, which is currently only missing Ardite. Do we make Ardite, or do we find Ardite? Okay, it does seem like... Wait, I'm stupid. This is literally the stuff you find in the nether. Genius. Okay, hold on. I've played other Minecraft mods far longer than I've played Greg Tech, so I should have remembered the fact that Ardite is found here. How much do we need? We need 128 for the press. Okay, let me just check out of curiosity. Oh, okay, that's kind of doable. And that gives a lot. What the hell is this meteorite? This is broken. What is this broken-ass meteorite? Why are we allowed to have this? I mean, I'm not complaining. It gets us monazite as well. Easy-ass meteorite. Just get us Quantium and enriched Naquita and Adamantium while we're at it? Sure. Can't complain about that. What do we even do with Adamantium ore? Oh, that gives straight raw Adamantium dust. Balanced. Yes, let's get Adamantium alloy while we're at it. I love how balanced this is. This is good. Oh, yes. Uh-huh. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Holy shit. That's actually an incredible amount of durability. I might want this. What's the highest tier wrench you can get? Just HV? Oh, unfortunate. Well, we can make one out of adamantium now. Oh, it's beautiful. And durability really isn't an issue, but that's 760 mining speed, so... My wrench already insta-mines everything, what's the point? I think I could make some adamantium alloy wire cutters. That would be good. 191 mining speed. It's just so beautifully balanced. So, we're starting the day with an IV field generator. And then also I want to start... Oh, hi. When did we get that? What the hell? I keep finding more beautiful shit. Anyways. While we're at that, let's make an AST line. It's an assembly line. Oh, no, never mind. Let's not make an assembly line. We can't smelt anything right now. I completely forgot about that because I was putting off that last stream. Or putting that off. This Vulcanist setup is dead right now because there's no blazing pyrotheum. What's Ori... Oh, shit, I can't pronounce it. What's this? I have no clue. I just know it's like kind of late game. Oh, wait, no, we can smelt it now. Oh, it's from melodic alloy. Wait, that's really good to know. Okay. Also, nice recipe. Is that faster? Not really. Only at scale. Okay, let's fix blazing pyrotheum. I want to know where we made it before. Because I asked Aspect and he disappeared, so... I believe the method we're using is a mixer, and then we mix it into pyrotheum dust like that. But I can't find a recipe for pyrotheum anywhere. And so I'd have to find a mixer that's passiving it, but I'm fairly certain at this point that that mixer does not exist. It's a mixer where old LCRs were. Oh. Okay, well that mixer does exist. I'll have to go see what's wrong with it then. That's the wrong factory block. Here, this. So it stops at a certain amount of blazing pyrotheum in storage. Wait, how does this work? Enable with redstone, so it is supposed to be on, it just doesn't have any recipes. No blaze powder. That's so funny, because I made a factory specifically for blaze powder. On stream, with bees, of course. And it's made 483 stacks. I just never storage busted. Beautiful. Okay, let me see here. 7 channels there. Okay, I'll just do 1 storage bus. Well, that should be blazing pyrotheum solved. Yep. And then it goes where? It just goes into storage. Why? Is there not an extractor for that? Not a dedicated one? Are you kidding me? That's a bad idea. That's a really bad idea. So yeah, he's storage busing the pyrotheum dust into our general extractor. That's really bad. Because then our smelts are actually slower. Let me see here. How many we got here? That's 16A. How much are you powering? Just 2 energy hatches. Why'd you make it 16A? It's fascinating. Also, he didn't fill in the floor after tearing down tungsten. Oh, that was my fault, actually. Because I tore down tungsten line and then I was lazy. Thought. There we go. Watch this, I'm not gonna break the multi-block in doing this. It's gonna be crazy. Holy. I don't know where it's gonna send the output of that recipe, but whatever. He's crazy with it. What the hell? It broke. What do you mean no valid recipe found? It power failed. How did it power fail? I rotated the energy hatch. Wait, that's chaining power fails. Please stop. I can't stop it. I actually can't stop it unless I invert this. Thank you. It's just eating resources like that. How did that happen? I need my adamantium alloy wire cutter. Okay, now we just do that. Boom. Okay. We do now have uranium triplat. I didn't know that before. Wow. That's superconductor base. I want superconductor. There we go. And apparently the quest was never claimed for that. How is that even possible? Oh, what? Camera just, like, did 20 flips? That's good. Should be good now. I didn't realize that this extractor is really slow, though. And it only makes 250 millibuckets. That's probably why he sent it to the big one. I think the big one is an LUV extractor, and it's a multi-block, and so it goes really fast. Okay, maybe Aspect's design was actually fine. It just seems like kind of a bad idea to stick it all in the same extractor, because then things are going to brush up against each other. But you know what? Screw it, I'm undoing everything I just did. I didn't realize it's such a slow recipe. Ow, okay, that's a lot. What? Oh, it's not connected to A2, of course. There. This Aspect does stuff smartly sometimes. He does it usually. It's just once he touches a system that's not his, he'll usually break it. Okay, that's ugly. You gotta always have blocks under your machines in this floor. I don't know if I want to continue using this block, but maybe it's fine. Anyways. Vulcanist should run now. Oh, this thing, does not use a lot. Please? There we go. Oh, geez, that's fast. 1 ingot per second? Okay. Yeah, this is for our matter manipulator. I was working on it a long time ago. Now it's basically done. Now, most of the building I made it for is finished, but that doesn't matter. We're going to be doing a lot more building later. Anyways, is our IV field generator done? No. Good news. Oh, it was just stuck. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna build a Zygen. I've decided. I have nothing else to do. This is a multi-block outlet, yeah. 5% speed per heating coil tier. That is, oh. Each 900k is a perfect overclock. That's some real speed. Oh, Zyngin was already possible in Eevee. Interesting. I remember we had a meeting over that. Wait, is this already done? No. So titanium bolts are automated, and we're gonna need integral encasements. But it seems like they only have to be EV. Okay. And we'll probably just do HSS, because that's mega speed. Okay, that is mostly easy to make. We're just missing Incoloid D5. Apparently, or DS? DS, okay. Why do you exist? Four plates is kind of dumb. Then the titanium cables need 2x titanium wire, which is something we don't have. But I can make a wire mill recipe specifically for it. Does Zyngin have a real world analogy, or is it a made up machine? Most likely made up, like 95% sure. I just realized that these are basically all the machine hulls, but grayscaled, so it's like 1.7 GT. Except they're still distinguishable, so not really. Is that everything I needed? Yeah. Because the rest of it is... Oh, it's Incanal reinforced casing. I can easily make that. It's just... new. New? Silksong reference? I'm sorry. 690, another Incanal alloy. You should offer power for Singularity coin. We currently produce the least power on the entire server. Also, again, people have the whole, like, oh, you should offer this for Singularity coin thing. You cannot give people resources. It's actually crazy that people have decided to sell resources this far, and it has worked. Because it's Greg Tech. If you don't make the resources yourself, you're a failure. So don't buy it. Make an automated line to produce it. And especially with things like electricity and other things you're going to need constantly, paying a constant fee is going to be way more expensive than just building a generator. Because Singularity Coin is the only thing on the entire server that cannot be produced out of nothing. So why would you center your power on that? If you want to sell something on a GregTech server, you have to sell commodities, like my casino that I will finish sometime during this voltage tier. A casino can't be automated with AE2. You gotta go there and gamble. Why am I doing this? I could have just absolutely destroyed all of capitalism with facts and logic. It's not that funny. What you need? Yeah, okay. $577 casinos when? Surely this is necessary. You need an assembler for that? That's dumb. You need an EV6 assembler. Fine, I'll just put it in the stack of useless-ass IV assemblers. We'll figure it out. This one needs a 1 assembler. No, wait, that's the wrong one. That should be everything now. I should be able to make a Zainjin. Why did we do all this? I guess I was bored. Not funny, but laughed. No, I was saying it wasn't funny enough for me to be laughing at it, but I was laughing at it. I guess we're gonna get that. That's kind of a Callisto skip. Yeah, look at this. This is all the planets we're gonna be infinitely crushing. Or are we gonna do Mercury? I don't think we're gonna do Mercury. Start my first TFG world, and you're right, it is just fun. It is, dude. The only thing I didn't like about my series is that I had to stop playing to go edit. So I didn't actually get to play that much. Yeah, I don't think we were doing the Mercury B. Like, it's decent, but it's not that good. 577 is somehow more casinos than what's in Venada, holy. Nevada. Yo, it's done! Wait. First matter manipulator? Is there seriously not a quest for this? That's actually unbelievable. There has to be a quest for this. IV field generator. Well, I did have a talk about this on the Project Singularity Discord. If a quest didn't claim for something you already get, well, or already got, 9 said basically, yeah, that's completely fine to cheat in the item just for the quest, because the game is not fun otherwise. You just have to backtrack and do quests. So basically, they've given me official permission to do stuff like that. Which is nice, because I did just autocraft an IV field generator. Also, something I did just realize is that I auto-crafted 2. I could have just held this. Anyways. Unnecessary cheating. Oh, here's the matter manipulator. Okay, I don't know how this works. Does not have an ME connection. Can I just link it like this? Yes. I kind of know how this works, actually. Okay. Ooh. So I can do stuff. I shouldn't do this in the base. I should go somewhere else. Mods ban this guy, he's hacking. Who's gonna tell him I'm the mods? I am the moderators. So if I go like this, and I go like this, and I like set type dirt, is it like this? Yeah. Oh, I'm on line mode, hold on. Holy shit. Look at that. Now, we can't copy and paste yet. The LUV version can copy and paste, but this is still quite nice. I can fill in big walls. How do you, remove? Oh. Boom. Holy! Okay, very nice. Also, I did just realize that this, EBF stack can be replaced with HSSG. Because I have so many spare HSSG coils. There we go. Okay, anyways, we have survival mode world edit. Might start a project Singularity of my own with TFG instead of GTNH. Do you mean just like a friend server going slow? Because yeah, with TFG that would be very cool. I think TFG actually encourages that quite well, like branching out to make sure you have food and stuff. Also, I should make this at some point. Yeah, we're not ever going to do a Project Singularity on TFG because it would be too short, and TFG is too linear for a pack like this. Like, everyone's base would end up being roughly the same. Maybe a few differences in LV and MV for power generation, but nothing too crazy. What is bad about GTNH actually works for us, because... or works in our favor, because all the bloat is actually just now diversity that different bases can exploit. Can use your matter manipulator for replacing coils on EBFs. Yeah, I did just realize that I got the matter manipulator, said, this is so good, and then manually replaced the coils. Okay. Right, Ivy Field Generator, we're gonna go summon a meteor now. I need a storage cell. Oh wait, no, they have like a stockpile of storage cells there. This is very full, I see. Is this a lot of storage? Is this more than normal for an IV base? Because the most drives I've ever had, I think, was 8 in Nomi Factory. They were mostly 256 cells, if I remember correctly, though. .577 field generators. You guys really can't get enough of those coke ovens. Now, how many people here know that the Underdog's base was actually running on Tofu Corp's coke ovens for, like, a whole tier? I think is most of LV and part of MV. They're running on those coke ovens. Should remember to not kill myself this time. Oh, I really don't need a 64k. When you build 500 plus coke ovens, I would... No, it's the Underdogs who are powering their base with that. With Tofu Corp's coke ovens. They had a pipe under the ground that would just take it to their base. Holy. Yeah, this is incredibly balanced. Check out this meteorite. We have Draconium, Enriched Naquita, Meteoric Iron, Ardite, Adamantium, Quantium. Oh, it's just so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. I'm gonna remember to put this in preemptively, because I forget every time. Anyways, bye-bye. Draconium, this pack has Draconic Evolution. Come on, GTNH has so much bloat, you'd expect it to not have a mod? If the pack has Witchery, it has Draconic Evolution. That's such a basic mod to have. Though it does remove most of the Draconic Fusion stuff, because that stuff's laggy and slow and hard to automate, so they have a different fusion multi-block. It goes very slow at the end. There we go. You gotta get that as quick as possible. You know, we have Avaridia. You get it around the same time. Like, we can make this in UHV. This isn't even endgame. You know the pack's serious when Infinity Armor is just the end of midgame. Data to network. Yeah. There we go. Okay. We got everything we needed. I put everything away. I'll shut this off. Because I think this is better for TPS when it's off. Also, TPS has gone way up since the start of IV, because all the single block lines in this base are gone, and this base was obviously such a huge problem for TPS. Who could have thunk it? Goose was bad for TPS. Oh, dude, I was digging through old Project Singularity screenshots, because I'm working on a video going through the entire history so far. By the way, if you guys haven't seen the intro for that, I made a post about it, go see it. Anyways, here, I found this screenshot. This is one of his first messages he sent on the server. Thank you, Goose. Draconic Evolution Fusion Reactor would destroy the server. I think that still exists. I meant the fusion crafting. The Draconic Reactor probably still exists. Yeah. Yeah, you can still do Draconic Reactor. GTH doesn't care about that. Like, the IC2 nuclear reactor, for some reason, also acts like that, and explodes, even though it's horrendously inaccurate. The only reactor in the world that's ever exploded didn't even explode that powerfully, and what exploded was hydrogen. Talking about Chernobyl. It was like a water heat explosion, and then a hydrogen explosion. There was no nuclear explosion, so having IC2 vac nukes explode like that is just really dumb. Anyways, we were here for Callisto Ice, I think. No, that was all for Ardite, wasn't it? Yeah, that was just for Ardite. Callisto Ice is a different meteor. I should summon that soon. That's really easy to do. That is... In fact, they have one of those ingots just at the meteor summoning area. That makes it very easy. Also, just because we have this storage cell, I'm gonna plug it in here. Why not? More storage never hurts. So, we have Ardite. I'm gonna crush a bunch of this now. How do I want to run this? Like, I think I want to AE2ify our ore proc. I now know how it can work together with type filters. Yeah, I think I understand AE2ified ore proc. Give me a second. What are you crushing? Neodymium? I thought we were done. Did this just give us a new batch of neodymium? I'm sorry. Is the next video in the series coming? I'm not making Let's Plays anymore. They were really bad videos, and I knew that for a really long time, and so I got very burnt out. I am working on... Hold on, I have the intro done, I just mentioned it. I'm working on actually good videos for Project Singularity, and I'm gonna compress episodes 1 to 8 into one video, and then episode 8 to what would have been like 16. I already even have the script written up for part of that second section, because it's better to write the script when that's so fresh. But yeah, I was always very unhappy with the Project Singularity videos that I'd been releasing, and my excuse for them was basically that I would eventually make the long summary videos, and it would be fine. But editing those bad videos took so much time that I never had time to work on the actually good content, which just left me completely defeated. So that sucks. So now I'm just focusing fully on the summary videos. Okay, what are we working on? Oh yeah, I need Callisto Ice, which needs that. I can just do that. And then we're making the assembly line, so that needs Ardite. And then, right, that's why I was at ore proc. I am so disorganized. Okay, I'm gonna stop importing that. And then, what about this? Do I care? Do I care which line it goes down? I really don't, as long as it's fast. But I could do this. Yeah, I'll just do that. This whole system needs to be upgraded. I remember we got better macerator casing. You need 44 per, okay. We'll get that much. And then there's the maceration upgrade chip, which I think you just put one in each, yeah. And then I'll A2ify this. I didn't understand the storage bus type filter tech, and so this whole system is made with conduits, and now I realize how much better it would be to A2ify it. We have a singular ardite ingot, holy. Would be the HV equivalent of 500 coke ovens. I don't know. 500 pyrolyze ovens? Why HV? Why does it think we don't have argon? Come on, man. Useless ass. Oh, we have Cenarium. You want glowing coral, though. That's dumb. I'm sorry, that's dumb. Does GTNH use Ad Astra? Dude, Ad Astra was made in 1.19. This is 1.7. Ad Astra, I'm pretty sure, is even involved with Create. Now, it is an extension of Galactic Craft. It is just a modern port of Galactic Craft with a few knickknacks and weird things. So, yeah, it works roughly the same. And yeah, there's a space station, but why would you make a space station? I guess for this server it would be kind of cool, but I like keeping everything in the overworld, because then we're building off the base we started with. Only factoring TFGs at Asteroid, that's just the modern port, yeah. Advanced Rocketry if you're really old. No, Advanced Rocketry is actually newer than Galactic Craft. I'm pretty sure. I think they would have used Advanced Rocketry in this pack if it was a thing in 1.7. Maybe I'm wrong. Why won't anything get made? Why is graphene stuck? Oh, I know why graphene's stuck. That's actually a pretty simple question. I love these assemblers. They're just beautiful. Start E2E today, any tips? Rush AE2 and rush passive ore production. If you can get the infrastructure to autocraft anything, and then also get the resources, get infinite resources, then you can literally automate anything. You can scale infinitely. Also, for mid-game power generation, ethylene. Just spam ethylene down really hard. And then maybe build a fusion reactor. They're really not that expensive. I was just bad. There's a lot of ways to generate infinite resources at just completely unholy quantities in that pack. And you just have to know which ones are which. Sieves are what I used. I think there's other ways, though. Sieves were dumb. I made a bad sieve system, left it on overnight. 300,000 iron ore. Plus every other kind of ore. There's our Ardite. That took forever. Honestly, let me just get some parts of this. Because we need 4 of these, so I'll just get this done immediately. That's the Ardite part, I see. And get the Ivy robot arms. They're already made, because... I forgot that our base is good. What about data orbs? We got 1 from quests. I need more, though. Lumium bolts. We need just 48. What? There we go. Why is it 2 eyes? Okay, so Incolloy D5 is stuck. Incolloy D5 is done nowhere. It is not made. It's made in the bender. Why? Fascinating base. That's beautiful. Brings a tear to the eye. How does one manage this? Okay, I need a packet decoder. I think I have one over here because I've made this mistake several times in the past. Huge pipe, large pipe, normal pipe. These are all pipes. Left side is pipes. This is plates. There we go. Why is it made in the bender, he said. Fluids just dumped into the bender. This is why we're making the precise auto-assembler, by the way. Is this bullshit. What do you want? That's the circuit, right? No, it's 6. Why did I think it was 20? That should mean HSS coils are done. Good. And then I can just make 8 of these. Or is it 9 of these? 9 mentioned? It's 8. I gotta build this up one day. Wait, what? Why can't you just fluid shape the bolts? Why do we need ingots? Why is there a middleman here? Or am I getting this backwards? No, we make aluminum in the ABS, and then we should just fluid shape it into bolts. This is dumb. There's no recipe for Lumion. Oh, I'm checking the wrong thing. Why? That's so weird. Why would you do it like that? We have a quad ABS and nothing to do with it. I think bro forgot. Oh, it's LUV. Okay, that causes issues. We're fine. That's very slow for a Vulcanus. Anyways, how's Ardite? Getting there. Then let's finish our Zyngin, except no, we don't have enough space for the Zyngin. Let's eat a mountain then. So we're gonna be building a lot of multi-blocks today. Wait, can I... Wait a minute. Am I allowed to do this? Let me just make sure this doesn't blow anything up. Oh, that's a lot of power. That uses an incredible amount of power. Okay. That's half my power already gone. I don't think I have enough power to finish this. I think it's because I chose such a large cube. Could have done this better. If I do exchanging. Oh, but that'll exchange one specific block for another specific block. Nah. Okay, this is very expensive to do, though. Like, right now, it would just be better to do this. Oh, this seems easier, because it is just prioritizing the blocks I have selected. It's not covering the whole area. Still very, very bad for power. Oh, well, there's a big strip here that didn't get in mind. There's the server in right now, Ivy. Ivy started like I want to say just over a week ago. I'm kind of annoyed that those streams don't get recommended, because there seems like a lot of people who wanted to see Ivy Day, but they just didn't know there was a live stream for it. Nothing I can really do about it. Okay, that is plenty of items on the ground. All I've done is uncover the machines I already had there. Didn't even get any new space. This mountain's gonna be so annoying to remove. Because Aspect has the bound pickaxe, which would be the only way to get through this easily. Though I could probably just use this space. Like, if I have the assembly line there, Zyingen, like, there or something. Probably actually there. And then Prass is probably here as well. Ah, what am I doing? No. There. Where's that made? Oh, right, the EV assembler here. Or, no? Here. This is the one that was 20. That's what I was mixing things up with. Okay. So our random side quest with the Zyingen is actually going to be the first thing I'd finish, because I think we can start the Precise Auto Assembler. Yeah. Look at this. This is a very important recipe. There's some ASOCs in here. I didn't even realize we had those auto-craftable yet. Well, that probably means I should fix this then. SOCs are going to be pretty useful as well, because this means better LV and MV circuit recipes. So I'll probably just quickly craft those up. Wait, do these? No, okay. Yellow lens is what I want, I think. No, it's not quite yellow. This is different. No? Wait, what? Oh, so it starts as an LPIC engraver, and then as you upgrade it turns into SOC. In Nomi Factory, one lens would make one wafer, no matter what tier it was. Okay, I should also actually craft up these patterns. Oh, those are P2Ps. Okay, I didn't realize we made those in such incredible quantities. Recode this. There we go. Right, Zyngin. They call me the Sidetracker 9000. I don't think I actually ever made the plate for that. Oh, what the hell? What is this? That's an alloy. Looks like everything here is just very slow. Not sure why this isn't starting, though. ASOCs are apparently supposed to be made in here. Looks like it should work, too. But it says no valid recipe. I think it's because of the distilled water. Do we have distilled water on here? No. Okay. Is this foreshadowing to Waterline? Is that why they're asking for distilled water? The valid hatch spot? Yes. Should be good now. Yep. Iridium alloys in the assemblers, of course. I need this press. Please, speed, I need this. That's still funny. Oh, what? Oh, weird. So this is going to do 16 parallels, 200% speed, and then I'll probably give it 2 ivy hatches because assemblers are important. And we'll put it here. How big is the multi-block? It is 5 by 9. Okay. So that'll be our precise auto-assembler. Then the Zyngin, which we are basically done, will go here. And I'll need some glass floor for that. And then finally the assembly line, I think, will go here, kind of that way, so that I can parallel it eventually. Or not parallel, but like wall share. And assembly lines have to be on stilts, that's just a fact. Or do they? Wait. Aspect will hate me, because he hates it when I make machines really inaccessible, but we could put the assembly line I/O on the bottom. I might do that. Okay, finish the Zyngin. Forgot what casing I was looking for. It's not done. Oh, was it never actually made? It's right here. Okay. I think I need input bus here, and then I just need the ME output bus. I think that's it, unless this needs a muffler hatch. Ah, yes, muffler hatch on the top. Actually, it can probably be on the bottom, but I'm going to put it there. There we go. I'll change this around so that I can have multiple interfaces. If I remember correctly, you do this and then you subnet it. I'll only need 3. Wait, no. That's not a quartz fiber. So what this system that I just made does is it allows us to have a bunch of interfaces like this that then go into this small subnet, and then anything that enters this subnet will only find one spot to be stored, and that's on this storage bus, which is also the input bus of the multi-block. And so I can line up a bunch of interfaces here. I'm not going to do that yet because we don't need that many, but just in case. Because this is our alloy smelter. It's going to be our only alloy smelter. It's not a heavily used multi-block right now, but it is somewhat used. I didn't give it power yet. And then after this, we get our assembler. Get the assembler finished, then the assembly line, and then we're going to work on that tier 4 rocket. Because we need the assembly line for the tier 4 rocket. Would you mind if I use your stream to fall asleep too? Yes, I would absolutely mind. I hate it when people sleep. You're fine. Okay, spray can. And that's powered now. So, Zyngin done. That thing should be incredibly fast. Also, how do we make Electrum? Because I noticed that that's not a thing in the Zyngin. Oh, we mix it and then smelt it. Well, that's dumb. Hold on, let me make a new recipe. Oh, this is a pattern terminal. Skip a step here. If I just get a alloy smelter recipe. Where is the alloy smelter? That's fluxed electrum, okay. We can just skip a step if I make a alloy smelter recipe here to make electrum directly like that. And then I don't need a multi-smelter recipe that does electrum ingots. There we go. Is the precise auto-assembler done? Yes, okay, this is big. I'll need IV glass for this. And then we also need tungsten steel frame boxes. I think thorium yttrium glass is really easy to make now. It was really annoying the first time, but now it should be fine. No, it hates me. That should be auto-craftable. Glass bottles? Why did I see glass bottles in the recipe there? Okay, this is in the center here. Hold on. I need to remember to mark things down for the video. Apparently run out of osmiridium cable, which is really impressive. We had so much of it. But now we can smelt our own, we don't have to go to Tofu Corp for that. Right, 2 energy hatches, and then I need imprecise casing. You played Star Technology? No, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. Also, I love that this casing is just create loco metal. I need this here. To me, from what I've seen about StarTech, it seems like the best, just raw GregTech experience. Or one of the best. Nomi Factory is also pretty good. And I'm not considering TFG to be raw GregTech, because half the experience is TFC. But, like, StarTech is more focused on actual GregTech, and it's very good at that from what I've seen. Love to see a series in the future. It's already oversaturated. So many people have made a series on it. Soycake did a speedrun of it. Duck currently has a series going on it. I think Hamcorp has a series going on it. Flurbin had a series. There's several, like, pretty good, big modded YouTubers that have done some of which we were actually gonna invite. So, it's saturated, and that shouldn't stop me from playing it, because, oh, just play it if you find it fun. I find it fun to make good content, and I think good content also means unique content, and I wouldn't be unique by doing that. It's just oversaturated. Now, you may say GTNH is oversaturated, but no one makes actually good content on GTNH, I'm sorry. People will make good content up to, like, MV, but, yeah. Threefold was pretty good, but he also stopped. And also, not to be that guy, I think I could do better, because if you just look at my Silksong video, or the intro of the Product Singularity video I'm making, I can put a lot of effort into a video. His is still Let's Play, which means it comes out in a reasonable amount of time. How are bees? Well, we need to go to a bunch of planets, so right now this is bees. Right, I need to actually build this, because otherwise editing me is going to start screaming. I wrote down the note around 2 minutes ago. And then in 4 months I'm going to edit this and cry. Okay, I have the ME bus. I need... not an ME hatch. We won't need an ME hatch, but I will get an HV hatch here. And do I get a separate bus for each circuit? I assume I do. 42 to 86. Okay, there's a lot of leeway. I can have a lot of buses here. Why did I right-click? Here, can this... oh, you're not gonna tell me. There we go. These can all be buses. Okay, we're just gonna have a shit ton of buses on this thing. Because assemblers need a lot of circuits. Get lights on it preemptively. I also just remembered that I didn't put lights on this. Oh, whoops. Tabbed out accidentally. What's your monitor resolution? 1440p. I don't know, when TFG blew up, there was a lot of hardware purchases I did sort of just because I could. And so I got 1440. Thanks, guys. Thanks for clicking on my video and occasionally watching ads if you forgot to turn on your ad blocker. Oh, okay. They were streamer post in 1440. It is, very... hold on. It's very expensive to store that much. 1440p is, what, twice as much video space? And for what? Most people don't have 1440p monitors. 1080 is already plenty. I mean, most of you are watching on a phone, and it probably, like, due to internet speed, auto lowered it to 720. Why would I do 1440? Where's Assembler 8? Dude, do we not have an Assembler 8? Oh, that's the wrong one. Here. Wait. Is that even a valid energy hatch spot? No. Wait, but then where do I put my energy hatch? Because then I'm gonna have the cable visible. That's so ass. Don't need the matter manipulator right now. Or the Bealizer. Okay, I'm gonna have to restart like a good chunk of this multi-block just because I assumed I could place hatches on the bottom. Okay, that should let us finish this now. I have a suspicion. Okay, no, top is like that. Also, connecting textures on ULV machine casing goes crazy. I don't... Actually, that might have been a thing in TFG. Is it solid glass? No. Formed? Yeah, look at that. This is by far the most expensive multi-block of this tier. We had to let Flatline run for around an hour to get the resources for this. Which I guess an hour isn't very long, but still. Oh yeah, and then we can shove multiple circuits in some of these. Oh, incomplete structure. You don't like my fluid hatch? You just formed. Okay, can you please let me right-click? To see there. That seems to include an input hatch. Wait, then what's broken? I don't want to use a hologram. This can be energy hatches. Is thorium yttrium glass not a thing I can use? No, I can use thorium yttrium. What's broken? Was anyone paying attention? Oh, shit. Was anyone who knows this mold? Oh, it needs air intake. Surely not. I think it just needs the muffler. I think the air intake is troll. Okay, now it's bad. Does it actually need air intake? Or wait, am I being dumb? I'm being very dumb. I put ULV machine casing in there, because I thought it wanted specifically ULV. We'll do ZPM instead. Oh, come on. I wonder if this is using Krypton. Because it might just be using this circuit, and that's annoying. If it is. 26 seconds for 5 Iridium. That is incredibly fast, by the way. Jeez. So it's supposed to be 25 seconds. Then the Vulcanus applies how much of a speed boost? 220% speed, so it would be 12.5. 12.5 seconds per, and then we're overclocking. It's a perfect overclock. Because I think this is LUV? Yeah, each of these is LUV, and it's a perfect overclock, so that's about... that would be like just under 4 seconds per ingot? Which is not the numbers we're getting. It is ignoring that circuit. Also, I could have used UV casing. Or, hold on, I need to search osmium. Yeah, I actually could have. Because that's 50 casing, you only need 20, so I could have used osmium to do UV casing, but ZPM is plenty. Oh, I didn't see how fast it was at the end there. It actually done? Or did it break? It broke. Of course. Does it not have Krypton? No, it definitely has Krypton. There we go, so it was broken. Yeah, these circuits don't do shit. I'm gonna chuck in circuit 2. Because that doesn't conflict, but circuit 1 definitely does. Come on. Please. Or is the vac freezer just taking really long? I think it's the vac freezer. Yeah, it's 28 seconds, but it's doing 35, okay. Here we go. Form now? No. Why? Nice. There we go. So, finally we got the press finished. Voltage limit by casing tiers, ZPM. Easy game. Easy game. Machine casing limits the voltage tier the machine can work on. Wait. No, machine can only run recipes matching its average energy hatch tier. I thought I had tier skipped with that casing. We're fine. Let's get some recipes in here. I think the goal right now would be to remove all of these and then build a assembly line. I don't think I'm going to be able to build a rocket today, because tier 4 is very expensive. But let's at least move this out, because this is dumb. This is really dumb. So all of these need circuit 5. I think I'll do circuit 1, circuit 2, circuit 3, circuit 4, but then also put circuit 5 in there. Because as you go up, it starts splitting it a bit more. Oh, whoops. That'll be circuit 5, then this will be circuit 6, and the number after that. And you know what, this will be circuit 9 as well. Oh wait, no, circuit 8. No, I shouldn't do circuit 8 in here. Should I? Because there's 6 will do some casings, and then 8 will do others. Fine, we'll do it like this. 9, and then 10. And I'm not sure what else you'd actually want. But I know the last one's going to be 24. Because 24 is actually useful. And I'll just leave the rest clear. So here's the question. How do I make it so that... Oh, it's going to be weird. How do I make it so that all these recipes, all the separate interfaces I'm going to have, all access the same input hatch? Because if I share their subnet, they're going to start sending recipes to the wrong buses. I could also put a bunch of fluid hatches up here and item hatches down here and then split them like that. It would look kind of weird, but it would work. How do I do this? Because is there a way I could do subnets so that... I should probably get some stuff placed, at least so that I can communicate what I'm trying to do. So if there was only one hatch here, I would have the main net along here, and then a subnet along here, and then this would be a dual interface, and it would storage bus into both of these things. So you have fluid storage bus for all fluids that enter the subnet, and item storage bus for this. But now if I try to add another recipe, let's say I want something specifically for this bus, which has the circuit I want. I don't know what it would be in this case. Then how do I make it so that it goes into... Oh, why did you go there? How do I make it so that anything from this goes into this storage bus and not that storage bus? Is there a way to target nearest? My other idea, in case I can't do that, is I'd still have fluid storage here. Oh wait, no, I wouldn't. My other idea is that these would all be separate subnets. Nice spelling, genius. And so I have one subnet here that would fluid storage onto the top here, item storage there, and then go like this, and then I repeat it on the next one with another separate fluid hatch here. And it just means there's a lot more hatches and a lot more subnetting, which is kind of inefficient. So does anyone know a way I could bypass this? Because I don't really want to spam this design down the whole length of the machine. This is the best option? I mean, I guess it's not too crazy, because that's basically exactly what Aspect did over there. I think I can just power them in parallel. There are dual ME interfaces. No, these are dual interfaces, but the thing is this is a multi-block, so there's a separate item and fluid input, and so I have to send it into a subnet so that I can separate the item and fluid part of the recipe. There might be dual buses, though, that, like, store items and fluids. Can you not? Is there dual buses? Oh, maybe there isn't. Yeah, there probably isn't, actually. I did this out of order. Alternatively, we could get more presses. Like, I would probably parallel one onto the side here. Oh, that does kind of ruin my whole idea with the assembly line. Because that doesn't really fit then. Well, then I'll have a different spot for it. In fact, what if we have a dedicated room for the assembly line? Because we're fitting too many multi-blocks into this room. It's a bit dumb. I'll mark out possible future presses. Just so that people know that this is locked off. What? Okay. Those are... oh yeah, those are dual interfaces. Oh, this barely fits on one channel, or one cable. Where do I want the ME cable for this? Also, other question I have for chat here is, where should I put the assembly line? Because it's another thing we're going to build today. I'm not going to work on it now, but open some debate. I'm not sure where I want to put it. I don't think it should go in this main hall. Maybe it will, though. I could put it over there. Or I could even have a third floor, but I think a third floor would look weird if it was just assembly lines. Right, where's our cable? Keep getting stuck in here. There's an ME cable here. Where does it come from? It comes from here. How many channels do the LCRs use? 26! Jeez. Okay. Yeah, I might have a dedicated cable right here. What the hell? We apparently lost the ability to make covered cables. Just normal covered cables. I'm gonna have to quickly recycle these, because I can fix that once the press is running. Oh, they're all gone. I don't know what the A2 system's turning them into. Okay, I need a P2P from here. And I also need a quartz knife to make it work. I think I'll just call it multi-blocks 5. I think that's the 5th one? One, two, 3, and 4. Yeah, okay. So is 4 actually bound to anything? I don't know. Oh. This is unlinked. Should use that one instead. There's multi-blocks 5, and then that activates all these interfaces, so now I can fix whatever's wrong with the ME cables. By just making a new cable recipe. I think I want to use this. So we'll see if this works now. AE2 should start requesting those cables automatically. I don't think I have to request them myself. Unless it doesn't know how. No, it knows how. I'll have to get a new Fluixby soon. Or a new setup for the Fluixbys. LCR power fail. Okay. Well, this might be a good time to check if my design works. No, this is a different LCR. Which one? Styrene butadiene. Not enough soldering material. There we go. Also, I learned that GTNH is a scam and styrene butadiene isn't even good. This is the only GregTech pack I've ever seen where silicone is better than styrene. Unfortunate. How long until moving to wireless semiconductors? Not sure. Didn't know they were a thing until like 4 days ago. Scheduled 64, it won't start though. Why won't it start? Unpowered? It's powered. Oh, this is unpowered. Oh. Can you please make a quartz fiber? Certus quartz rods do not take that long. We have a multi-block lathe. There we go. That should fix it. Yeah. So it should tick it again soon. Yep. So cables and PVC pulp is in there. Styrene butadiene rubber is in there. Shut down due to incomplete structure, though I don't think it's incomplete anymore. This is plugged in all good. Very close to power gen, so the resistance is very low. No valid recipe, though. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, it's so fast. Is that all of them? No, it's not, because its output is full. Okay. Or is it? No, it is actually just stuck for some reason. Why is it stuck? Input separation on, that's what we want. No valid recipe. What do you mean no valid recipe? It ran out of styrene. Did I just make the pattern wrong? Oh. Holy goof. By using PVC pulp, I completely invalidated that, that whole craft. Okay, so that wasn't the assembler's fault at all. Okay. Oh, it just made something. Yeah, it's doing covered cables, and it's doing it properly this time. That means most of these probably work, if I could just move around the recipe like that and have it work instantly. IV coils are stuck, but hey, now we can actually move things over. Because I think IV coils are in here, but they're circuit 1. What else here is circuit 1? I know graphene is. And I'll actually want this in the circuit 1 slot. What about the digester? This is for monazite line. That is circuit 1. Slice auto-assembler. We'll put that in the circuit 1 slot. Superconductor IV, no. High computation. We'll put that in circuit 1. Actually, circuit 1's gonna get too full if I put all the uncircuited recipes. And that's actually gonna be cables, so I don't want that either. This is 8, 9, 10. You know what? We'll just have the non-circuit recipes in 24. So that'll be this, and I think this? Yes. And wait, circuit 1 is here. And I should name these all. I believe this is 4 and 5, right? Yeah. And then this is 6 and... oh no. 6 and the number after that? And then this is 8, 9, 10. I think those were periods. And then this is... assembler, no circuit yet. And then assembler 24. There we go. And now we just sit in this interface for a while, because I need to move all the assembler recipes. Let me first empty my inventory. So, assembler 1 here. Oh, you don't let me click and drag. This makes me want to die. What is that? That looks like the, rennet, I think it's called, in TFG, for making cheese. Oh, I'm gonna need way more slots for this. I'm gonna need way more slots. I'm not entirely sure if these are all 1 recipes, but I'm way too lazy to check, so I'm not gonna. We'll do this. It'd be more expandable if I did this. Because that just gives me all the channels I need. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful AE2 routing. Finally got aluminum on Star Technology. The quest did not tell you at all how to get it. Well, you just put aluminum dust in a EBF, no? Or is it different? That's how every other GregTech pack works. There we go. Okay, it just didn't work from the interface terminal. I'm like fairly sure half of these aren't circuit 1. Like these hulls are definitely not. I just said they're not. Can I shift click these? Okay, I can in this version. That's good. I remember in TFG if I shift clicked these, then it would go into these slots and then just get sent into storage, which is pretty annoying. But that's a modern AE2 issue. Okay, move some more stuff. So let's get assembler 2 out of here. I'm gonna need some pattern expanders. Wait, superconductor EV is circuit 2? No, it's circuit 9. Oh, this is 2x wire. Okay. Oh. That's 4 and 5. So we just drop all of this in here. This will probably need more interfaces. Okay, where's assembler 4 and 5? Or no, this is just 4. Oh, this doesn't have a channel. Oh, it's a circuit assembler. Wait, why don't you have a channel? And why are you full of glass? What is he here for? Oh. Okay. I didn't explain this at all. Right before stream, I asked Mastiox if he could get everything ready for going to other planets. Dude, he's ignoring me. Unbelievable. Where is he? Oh no, why did it stop rendering? What the hell? It broke. Are the teleporters not button operated? No clue. I think buttons are just harder to make. Wait, no, levers need buttons. Because you take a stone button and then you turn it into a lever, I think. Yeah, like this. I have no clue. I've always wondered that. Why is his upside down? No. Also, that is a good idea. You can stack them. Okay. What's next here? This one is assembler 6, and it's also full of PTFE, which means I'm going to have to redo that recipe. So I think only the chemically inert PTFE casing is like that. I think this should all be fine. Though the fluid level emitter is definitely not 6. Yeah, that's no circuit. Tank is also probably 0, same with the advanced item filter and the HV energy hatch. I was gonna make this dedicated to cables, but honestly, I'm just gonna chuck a bunch of shit in there. Hold on, let me test what he's saying. Do we not have, like, steel plates? So if I have 4 plates in one hatch, and 4 plates in another, will it consume these? No. Okay, then Mastiox is yapping. You have to color match item and fluid inputs? Well, it works fine. Yeah, because you don't need any of that. When my cable recipe broke here is because circuit 24 is in there. I move it into this bus and it instantly worked. Circuit 1 items with circuit 5 liquid. Yeah, but there's no cases where that's actually a problem. There's nothing like it'll make a completely different item based on input fluid. It usually has some difference in items or circuit. Like, maybe I can just do it as a precaution, but I've never seen that. But yeah, I'm gonna finish this press and then go. I don't have enough time. This is 9 and nothing else. 9 mentioned. So, this is 9. And I guess pumps are in here. This is kind of messy. Then this is no fluid 20. Oh, that's the circuit I should have then. Because yeah, 20 does integral integral? I think it's integral encasements. Oh, whoops. Yeah, it's probably gonna be a nightmare to find anything in this system, not gonna lie. We have no organization. Is that normal? Hopefully. Maybe it's just normal to have absolutely zero organization on any of your systems. Oh, having this... No, it's 8, 9, and 10. I think that'll be fine for ULV. Why do we already batchcraft, LUV casing, but we don't batchcraft IV or ZPM? A lot more organized than my base? That's a... Oh, wow. You know, this base is literally memed about on every single chat on this server. And memed about on, I think, even the Reddit, about just how unorganized it is, and that's purposeful. We've purposefully made it bad. Because if you can get lost in a base, then it feels larger. That's just design. What is this? Assembler 8. Okay, well these all look like circuitless recipes except for the furnace. So furnace will go there, and then this is no circuit. Wow, Prass. I'm reading your chat messages out of order, fight me. Yeah, we've been working on the press for days now, and now finally all the materials are in place, and so we're gonna get this done for building the rocket. Assembler 19. Okay, we'll just put that in the 20 slot. Oh, I didn't remember what the other ones were. Or these ones. 10 and 3. Okay, that's annoying. That'll be cupronickel coils. I don't think anything else needs tin, though. You finished space bees? No. Like I said, this is for the rockets, so we have all the bees that are accessible now, but I want to get a tier 4 rocket to access all those planets, and a tier 4 rocket needs heavy duty ingot tier 4, which needs an assembly line. But I didn't want to make an assembly line with our current situation because I had to manually circuit all those assemblers, and so we're building a press. I was gonna try to get the assembly line as well today, but that just didn't work out. Okay, pumps are no circuit, so we'll go LV, MV, HV, EV, IV. Steel bars definitely have a circuit. Circuit 3, okay. I think most of this stuff is circuit 3, so this... Hopper has to be 5, right? No, Hopper is just no circuit. Also, I'll do 19 in here. So 19 is these two. Though block update detector, I think, is not specific. Yeah, okay, we'll just stick that in this abyss. Titanium gearbox casing, could be 3. It is 3. There's an attempt at organization here, we'll say that. That's not how you spell emit. That's also not how you spell emit. Holy... They call him the typer. I'm just gonna leave that in there. And then cupronickel coils now need to be auto-craftable. Gearbox casing is no circuit. Wait, really? No, I made a mistake here. One of these is in 4. Or, wait. Oh, no, this is 2. Wait. Oh, no. Okay. This needs bars. Then these go in no circuit. And then that's good. Playing Star Technology and I'm in the NV. Feeling difficult. Can't imagine playing GTNH. I mean, difficulty is weird. Because I think in terms of complexity, StarTech and GTNH aren't actually that far off. GTNH just has way more, and I don't even... That's not necessarily a good thing. Okay, this is assembler 11. But why? Catwalks need that. Okay. Can't be catwalks. Is it technical blocks? GTNH is probably a lot easier early game than StarTech. I don't think so. In terms of materials, like StarTech, you start on a tiny island, so I guess that kind of makes sense. No, but you make stuff out of nothing. From what I've seen, StarTech early game does look really easy. And then GTNH has bullshit mobs that aren't actually supposed to be killed, so actually I don't think that's true. Oh, 11. Where'd I put 11? I think I'll just put it in the 8, 9, 10 slot. But that probably has conflicts, though. We'll put it here. Only technical blocks, it really doesn't matter that much. Wait, what? Love our base. That's a circuit assembler. That is literally a circuit assembler. Bullshit mobs give you free resources in a mob farm. Yeah, but there's 100 ways to get those same free resources in StarTech. Also, in GTNH, that's not intended. That's an exploit. Also, just to define the terms, exploits are using intended game mechanics to unintended extremes. Glitches are completely unintended. That's how I think of it as a speedrunner. I'm just bad, though. You can't really be bad at a factory pack. Like, yes, you can make poor decisions, but you can also be told out of them. Like, it's a fully knowledge. So, you just gotta ask for advice. Like, advice that I can give you that applies to every Greg Tech pack is scale up as much as possible. In StarTech, most of your resources are going to be infinite. You're able to produce them in literally infinite quantities, so do that. If you need if you use around 100 iron every hour, make 1,000 iron an hour. Scale up a lot. This needs 21. Probably just for the heat vents. Simple washer is dumb. But yeah, I see why it's in there. This is no circuit, though. So I think it's just the heat vents. And then titanium cable is also no circuit. The 21 I'll put in the 20 slot. I'll just dedicate this to cables. Yeah, I don't really have much more time. I think I'll just finish this and then call it. This is 22. Why? Why do you exist? It's also for heat vents, I think. So this is going to be the one that needs 22. And its components are really specific. So I can just put it in, like, here. Should probably add one more hatch for all these random circuits. Shit, I said I'd stop with that. Yeah, we'll stop here. I really do not have time. So, we have a Prass. That's really all we did, though. I think we'll be able to get Tier 4 rocket tomorrow, but anyways,